go.
Alright, got banging tunes now. The Rockman 3 tunes are the best. One of my favorite little pieces of trivia is that a lot of the songs are actually longer than you get to hear. Like the Proto Man song and the castle music. The game actually cuts them off before they're finished.
Alright. Countdown started here. It's gonna be starting soon now.
Yep. Yeah, countdown started. Obviously, a little stream delay there, so
Yeah.
don't panic. Yeah.
We're just seeing Melo doing his impossible Dog Gemini first room.
What are the advantages of Gemini top or Ninja Magneto first? Do you want to answer that, being the more experienced runner?
Yeah, I mean, I'd say Magnet first is like kind of like the beginner route that pretty much every new runner uses. Like top is obviously faster by a few seconds, but it's a lot harder because of parachutes and shadow. But there's like cons and pros. Like the cons of Magnet first, like Gemini first. There's Gemini first.
And Rolf. Yeah, I would agree that Magnet first is the beginner route, though the differences, my understanding, are only a few seconds. It's not all that big
It's
between
not really,
Magnet and top. Yeah.
not that much, you know.
Yeah.
But here we're seeing both runners do top first, so we're not gonna see that here.
And this is a very mash-heavy start, right? Like you really have to mash the cats, because otherwise it's just not worth the time loss.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest time save is like not really the early game, kinda. It's mostly the Magnet stage because you can use Rush Jet to skip the Yoku blocks that we're gonna see later. But it is a mashy AV speedrun to begin with, so
Yeah,
that's
you want to. Yeah, like, those cats, they're both getting 3 jumps, which I think is a correct number that you want to see.
Yeah, it's the average, I'd say. 2 is possible, but that's like incredibly hard.
All right, and
pretty close so far. It's pretty cool.
Oh. I'd like to add Gemini first, since we didn't talk about that, is kind of like the old world record route. So it's you'll see a lot of older runners maybe doing it because that's just how they learn the game. But it's both hard and not as fast as top first. So I don't know, it's kind of like you get the worst of both.
The good thing about the route though is it's not as mashy heavy as the 2 others, I feel like. So.
Oh, that's true. And you also get to get Gemini out of the way first.
Yeah, which is pretty good. Alright, we should see. I think Melo missed a shot? Yeah, he missed a few actually.
Oh, he's gonna get another cycle.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he's gonna have a little walk too. So you want to kill the bosses while you're standing in the center, because in this game Mega Man walks to the center to collect the power up. And I believe he doesn't do that until all the boss like explosion orbs are off the screen as well. So killing the boss in the center should help.
Yeah, you want to do both. Be in the center and kill the boss in the center too. So that's an optimal way to kill the bosses, at least for A robots.
So I can't help but notice no one asked about Needle first.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you want a meme.
I've never even seen the route. I was like, I think someone like once told me about it, and I was like, yeah, maybe it's a thing. I mean, I know it's a thing, but right, very good mash.
Very good mash. Yeah. The Proto Man fights, yeah.
It's like
24
shots.
It's 28 shots. Okay.
So it's like you have to be very optimal with the way you mash to get the right cycles. Some crazy masher can kill him like really, really fast, but usually you want like the best on average is to kill him on the right wall. I think SpeedE actually got it. Mello unfortunately took damage, so he had to like go to the right.
Yeah.
The left, I mean.
All right. There's the Perseus.
Ooh, the drop, that was scary.
Yeah. So the reason that the drops, I'll wait till MelloFlowz is done. He's taking it a little bit safer. He's not going for the one and dones.
That's totally fair, cause like
Yeah, I don't blame him.
that's I'd say it's probably better to do that instead of just going for it and dying. Even though SpeedE kind of went for it, YOLO. So. I mean, not YOLO though. You just know how you do it.
So the concern with the drops is the game freezes when you collect a drop. Even for like a small drop that only freezes for I think like 4 frames, it's still 4 frames where all your inputs get eaten. So if you hit jump during those 4 frames, it eats your jump and then you just probably slide into the pit.
Yeah, the biggest problem too is how topspin works, because when you hit an enemy while holding right, you basically get pushed backward. So the thing is, you want to actually do a kind of a wiggle to like get pushed on the right way. You can also do like a 2-frame setup when you just like jump out of your slide at the very last minute. So even if you hold right, it's fine. But that's like really difficult to do that, especially consistently.
Yeah. And Gemini is a scary stage, man. This is an intimidating stage.
Yeah, this run kind of just start with like 3 really hard stage, but at least once you pass those 3, the rep gets pretty chill, I'd say. So it's like
you kind of get a break into like what, Dock Robots?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, as long as you don't go for like very hard strat like Snake Zips, for example. But...
Oh yeah. Oh, Speed getting stuck didn't break the tadpoles. Although I think Mello missed the zip. Or yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if SpeedE got the zip. You can actually zip with here with it's probably the only zip we're gonna see here.
Yeah, there's not a lot of zipping in this game. This is the game where Capcom kind of figured out like, hey, if you get stuck in a wall, you can like go flying, and they made it so if you get stuck on the wall, you just skip on up. Oh, making the call.
Let's go. Probably could have seen both, actually.
Don't blame them at all here. So, first off, I guess I should explain that no music is playing because, oh, he's riding it all the way to the end. Okay. Because we skipped the Proto Man cutscene by jumping through that, like, so long as you slide into the screen and you never stop, then you can just entirely skip the little thing where Proto Man blows up in the bunker or whatever. Yeah, that Gemini screen obviously is very scary. If you fall down in the water there without mushrooming, you're dead.
Yeah, and the music comes back, so it's even more.
Oh yeah, because the music unfortunately adds lag. I know that sounds so silly, but having the music actually loses time and makes it a lot harder.
No.
Okay, fortunately it doesn't go back far.
Yeah, he tried to like he actually failed his initial fight, I think. He missed a jump, and
yeah,
unfortunately he kinda didn't know when to jump to avoid Gemini. It's a very interesting fight though, like can kill him in so many different ways. It's a very like at least at high level, it's like a very interesting fight to play. And now we're seeing Needle, aka Friedel.
Yeah, the stage is pretty chill.
Yeah, it's even more chiller in like MelloFlowz because you can actually use the magnet all around.
Yeah, so magnet. These turrets just die in one magnet shot. The Mets, you can easily get rid of them in one magnet shot.
Yeah, it's a bit more tricky here because you have still to like mash 3 shots as on the way up. You don't have to, but it's the fastest. But it's not usually a stage that's very difficult, though. Like a nice break after 3 really hard stages. Only the fight can be scary, especially if you miss a shot. We're gonna see that soon.
Yeah. Curious. I didn't know the Gemini routing here, because it's also the boss weakness, so I imagine you gotta be careful with what your how much you use.
Yeah, especially the room like the SpeedE just passed here right before that one. That's a pretty tricky room because the Joe takes 2 hits of Gemini, And if you miss one, that can be annoying.
Don't miss. Yeah, don't miss with the Gemini laser.
That was
one shot at two.
That was a pretty good pattern. He can jump high or like low, and if he throw his hand, you actually know he's gonna you'll have like a window to shoot another one. Like after his first jump, and that's a pretty nice. That's like a pretty easy kill when he does that. We'll see what middle gets. We'll jump to you. And he gets the hands, so like,
nice.
He stays there, so he can sneak the last shot pretty easily without any fear.
Yeah. Snake is a fun stage. It's like there's a lot of little like nice rooms like this where you're like sliding and shooting to kill enemies like before they're even on screen. I always love rooms like that.
I don't think we're gonna see any kind of fancy here. Yeah, like usually it's the way to go.
Snake zip.
Yeah,
I don't blame anyone for not going for snake zip.
Yeah, we're gonna see probably people going for it in the tournament, but not right now.
I saw Chrissy was going for it earlier today in his race.
Ooh, that was an interesting kill from Melo here. Okay.
Yeah, whatever gets the job done.
There's like a lot of rush jet usage in that stage. That's probably the most heavy usage of rush jet in the air at least for sure.
Isn't there? I've seen some sort of magnet strat here as well, right?
Yeah, that's pretty new, but it's like also kind of dumb, as it also requires to do snake zips. So,
gotcha.
So it's some those kind of faster ideas, but not really good ideas.
Yeah.
For air tape purposes. Alright, and we're gonna fly through this last screen. So we're jumping here to basically avoid lag, because as we are off screen, Mega Man is not being drawn, so we just reduce lag.
So much of speedrunning these early Mega Man games, especially 3 through 6, all the sliding games, is just reduce lag. Nice kill. You really want to be on top of that center pillar, because otherwise Mega Man has to jump up to it, and he's so slow.
Snake has like also like 3 different patterns. Like if you do it, like if you don't miss anything, you can either jump on the middle or at the end, or just don't jump at all, which is the God pattern. We'll see what Mill gets here, because I didn't know what SpeedE got.
I think he walked all the way. No, I think they're getting the same pattern. Yeah.
That's a decent kill.
He stopped in the middle, went all the way left, and came back.
Milo got the second best when he stops in the middle. The worst is usually when he just jumps at the end though, because you kill him here. Which is that nice mash.
Wow, that was a good mash.
That's usually the place you want to kill him here, like right into the right wall. It's pretty good. Ooh, nice room here too.
Yeah, some of these rooms are very tricky. With these guys, like they fall down and their hitbox is kind of not hittable until it's right in front of you.
Especially this last highball room, impossible to get this last jump in. It's so freaking
hard.
hard.
Mello using Shadow here.
Yeah, that's a very neat strat, because you can also use it for the proto fight, which makes it significantly easier to kill. It does lose a little bit of time, I believe, though. I'm not sure exactly how much it loses, but it makes the fight easier.
Speed having a little trouble with the jet jump. I think at that point it would have been faster to just climb the ladder.
Yeah. That's pretty tricky sometimes to get that. I'm not sure who came up with that shred though. I forgot who is the first of the shadow striking. Kinda wanna say it's PJ, but I'm not even sure.
Very nice. 4 hits of Shadow is all it takes for Magnet Man.
Yeah, unfortunately that was the bad pattern, because when he jumps, you lose about a second or something. I'm not entirely sure of the time loss, but you want him to die in the middle, basically. I think it's a second and a half.
And you're seeing in this stage all the time gain from doing top first. Both killing this boss with Shadow And being able to fly over the Yoku block section, you don't have to wait for the blocks.
Yeah, I'm not exactly entirely sure. I think there's some slightly faster section faster too, but I could be wrong. Not, I'm still a little bit new also to this route. I'm starting doing it as well, but...
Looking at Mello's kill time, sorry, I would venture he is behind by about 25 seconds right now. It's a pretty close race still.
Yeah, especially as we didn't started the dock stages, so...
Yeah.
This is pretty much the chilling part of the speedrun. There's still some mash here, especially coming up in the monkey room here. We'll see how SpeedE does it. You unfortunately missed the jump. Oh,
yeah.
You really want to kill the monkeys if you are especially committed to kill them, because if you like commit to the kill and just kind of abort it, you're gonna have so much lag and it's so bad. So either you just go for despawn right away, or you kill them.
We'll see what Mello does. Gives him a chance to catch up some time a little bit, but he's got to get the kill too. It's a little bit tricky to mash that monkey down. It's not as easy as it looks.
Also haven't talked about those doozer that SpeedE just passed here. We'll see them very soon on Mello's sides too. But those doozer have some kind of like shaky hitbox, so sometimes if you shoot them right into the head, they're just gonna tank. Just doozers. So sometimes they're gonna be very trolly. And you really don't want to get hit by them because they are dealing a ton of damage.
I wonder if SpeedE is double mashing that. That is a really sick mash.
The hard proto fight is like definitely the hardest proto fight because unlike the two others that's in the game, it's not on flat ground, so it's significantly harder. Oh, he missed the freeze.
Yeah, better than getting the soft lock.
Yeah, I don't think you can soft lock in the stage though. It's only in refight.
Oh, really? Only in refights? I didn't know that.
I've never soft lock ever on hard actually, so I don't even know how you even do that. but yeah, I know it's doable. I just don't know how. Mello is not gonna go for the kill. He does not have enough HP, I believe. Yeah. Basically, the way it works is like you took 6 hits per hit, but because of the freeze, you took an extra 6 hits. So you need at least 14 HP to survive this.
Yeah.
That's why you really don't want to get killed by doozers on the stage because that's like horrible. You take a lot of damage. Here we go, Spark, the last stage of Airbots.
Yeah, Spark can be a little bit tricky. Like you have these runes with the rising blocks. I think he was supposed to back boost that. He got caught facing the wrong way.
He also went for the force slide, I think, which is pretty scary on those blocks. We'll see how many Mello's does.
You're gonna see. Oh no, I'm getting this confused with Doc. Never mind. I was gonna talk about despawning enemies. I always get that confused.
Oh no, Mello didn't jump high enough.
Oh, yeah.
It's pretty unfortunate. That's a rough death too, because well, not that rough, but it's pretty rude, especially considering that it's pretty rare to die in Spark. Like that's why it's also played loud.
Yeah, that's far enough into the stage that it really hurts. It's not like a second screen death or something. Yeah.
So Spark can do multiple jumps. He can do 1, 2, or like basically he can go anywhere on those stairs here. And if he stands on this like left stair, that's really bad because you have to mash him, and that's usually slow, unless you somehow like avoid the second damage, which is really tough.
SpeedE going into the dock robots. So if you're not familiar with Mega Man 3. Before you go into a castle in this stage, you have to revisit 4 of the stages, and they have bosses from Rockman 2, two in each stage.
And we start off with Dog Gemini, which is like probably the hardest dog, honestly. Especially this first room is pretty notorious to like destroy runs.
Yeah, using Magnet to clear out some of the enemies ahead of him before they have a chance to shoot fire in his path.
So Mello getting the worst pattern as well on Spark. Not a very kind Spark today.
So I would venture Mello is about a little over a minute behind, based on their kill times.
I forgot to check what SpeedE got on Aerobot.
I think it was 1730 teleport. So Mello's just a little bit over a minute behind. Just not an insurmountable lead.
Really nice room from SpeedE here.
Yeah,
like,
that room is tricky.
Probably one of the... Like, it's not a... Like, you're not gonna die in this room, but you can lose so much time in this room, and he executed, like, very well. Oh no, and I'm jinxing it.
Yeah, Flashman's scary. You do not want to let him stand on you. He can... the Dock robots do how much damage with body touch? 6, 8?
I don't know exactly.
I know it's more than usual.
Yeah, it does a ton of damage. Like Flash is not too hard to kill. Like, so usually you don't really take damage. There's like safer strats you can also do. And we just... Ooh, he's pretty low too. He might use an E-Tech on Bubble. Because that's like a very... Like, yeah, it's fair.
Yeah, I wouldn't blame him.
The fight is coming up is Bubble, and usually Bubble, like, you always have to, like, take damage. So, basically here, he would have been dead.
Doing a damageless Bubble is both hard, and it's going to be very slow, because you want to get close to him to hit him with blades. And you would have to, like, stay way far away from him to take no damage.
Let's see how Mello does here on Flash. That is pretty rude. He was stuck because he kind of messed up the cycle.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he took a lot of damage too. Like, you wanted to like go over him, so like basically the plan is you want to take damage by the bullet, so you can actually cancel this freezing here. But he actually, because he was late, he had to wait until Flash basically came in here to damage him again.
Alright, Mello going for these damage boost strats now. There we go. Took a little bit safe. Ooh, good music despawn for speed.
Music despawn is like basically the way it works is like you hit the spikes on the same pixel you hit the screen transition, so it kills the music and save. I think it's about 2 seconds in this stage. Yep. We'll see maybe also, another one.
Yeah. It's just so much easier to play with less lag. Like, the game responds so much easier.
Mello isn't pretty...
Yeah, he's got an E-Tank here. I don't blame him.
I mean, he would have died. There's no way he would have survived that.
Yeah.
So he had to, actually. Right, coming up. Wood is pretty easy if you just...
if you have enough HP. That's the only trick.
He also plays a bit safer. He took damage from the... There's like a bunch of ways actually to do this fight. Played a bit safer by taking damage by the short leaf instead of the big row of leaves. Which, I mean, or just the damage by Darkwood.
I'm just cut over.
Oh no! He actually missed the slide. I mean, the jump slide.
So Mello got music despawn as well. Sorry, I just switched over to his audio real quick to see.
Oh, okay. The SpeedE just died like in this room. That's pretty scary, honestly.
Yeah.
Usually you want to get like at least one or at least a few drops. That can actually help Mel to catch up here because he doesn't have any magnets, so it's like kind of hard to back up from there. So you just use Rush Jet to help him, which is totally fair.
Yeah, that's actually, if you're new to the game, it's actually a great strat, just as your primary strat, and it's a pretty good backup as well.
Yeah. Usually you just use Magnet, and in the end, normally if you don't get any drops, you actually don't have enough drops to kill the last parachute. God. Nice kill.
Yeah, nice kill.
See how Mello does here.
Yeah. All eyes on Mello. See if he can make up some time.
Yeah, he got some extra drops here, definitely, so he didn't have to take damage. Because usually the most common case is like you don't have enough emo and you actually have to take damage at the end.
So the trick with Heatman here is you want to try and hit him on the first frame. He becomes vulnerable after his charge, and you can get a nice double hit. I didn't see if Speed got any. Mel did not get any there.
I think he got SpeedE got one. I think.
Gotcha.
Okay, SpeedE does the safe strat for the.
that missiles it wanted him.
You actually have to kill that missile, because if you don't kill him, he's catching up on the ladder and you just fell back down.
Oh yeah.
It goes kind of fast upward, especially if you're a bit slow. So.
Airman, you just want to damage boost through the air and shoot him on the other side. Unfortunately, his air is kind of blocks your shots.
He also does a ton of damage too. Like,
yeah.
There's like the Mega Man 3 pattern, as we like to call it. Or
yeah.
That's pretty good. Usually in Mega Man 2, that's like a terrible pattern, but
yeah. That's pretty consistent actually through most of the robots, I think. The patterns you want to see in Mega Man 2 are the worst patterns in Mega Man 3.
Yeah, pretty much. At least for like a standard perspective. With not any dumb strat. Okay, Mil actually got the pattern, so he may get a 2-cycle pretty easily here. Yeah, he's gonna get a really good kill.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I see now. In Mega Man 2, you can't slide under those tornadoes because you can't slide.
Yeah.
So it's actually a really bad pattern.
Ooh. SpeedE missed.
All stuck. Glad he didn't get hit off the ladder. Could have been tragic.
Yeah, he actually menued a bit too early on the ladder, so when he tried to jump off the ladder, he was still on it. I think it's what happened here.
Gotcha.
We didn't talk about this room too. Like, it's pretty much the same thing as Snake, instead that this time you cannot time your jump to try to despawn those dragonflies to avoid the lag. You also have to make sure to not jump too big at times to not get hit by the parachutes as well.
Yeah, so the funny thing is when you go off the top of the screen, your hitbox actually wraps around to the bottom. So you can get hit by enemies along the bottom of the screen. And you can even accidentally pick up ammo refills that are on the bottom. Jeez, Crash Man really giving it to him.
Yeah, he kind of did like a very uncommon strat. Like he throwed the way Crash works is each time you press B, he jumps basically. So, and well, the way he jumps is like either big or low, pretty much. So you want to react to that. But usually yeah, there you go. That was a good fight here. Really nice quick kill from Mil. You can kill it like really quickly. That's why if you miss one shot, like, and you are like on the opposite side of him, this can go pretty badly.
5 frames? I gets it. 5 frames. You have other little slide tunnel. You have 5 frames to jump.
This jump is actually saved more than it looks. I think it's like almost a second that you save by getting it.
Yeah.
Doesn't seem like a lot, but it is kind of a bit. It does save a bit of time.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, like, actually Mil catch ups a bit here.
Yeah.
You get some pretty clean dog stage so far. Unfortunately,
sorry.
It's not a pretty good fight though.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, with there, that's tough. You want to try and get left as you're ending the fight, but if you go too far, or sorry, right. If you go too far right, he jumps to the left. Oh, you're going to see Speed despawn some enemies. So the reason he waits there is because an enemy appears on the far right side of the screen and then goes away. It saves both lag and gets the enemy out of the way.
So SpeedE didn't went for the music despawn. You can actually go for the well, that was the Baron drop.
Yeah.
You actually avoided it. So both didn't went for it, which is totally fair. There's like 2 pixels you can go for to get the music despawn. It doesn't save as much as it saves in Dark Shadow because the section is less bigger.
Yeah. So there's one section where it's 50% chance to get it, 50% chance that nothing happens. The other Pitzel, I believe, is 50% chance to get it and 50% chance to just die.
No, it's
So it's a bit more.
The odds of getting the risky pixel is like pretty high. It's like I think it's 86%.
Ah, I see. Okay.
And it's well, the remaining part is just I could be wrong. I know it's pretty high. I'm just but there's this rare chance you can actually die.
Oh, health. Okay, good. Yeah, Doc Quick. Mello was very close there. He only had 8 health, and Doc Quick does 8 health with the body touch, but the boomerangs only do either 2 or 4 or something.
Brick is actually a bit easier to kill because it only has 24 shots instead of 28. You can get a frame perfect jump at the start to get him quicker.
So SpeedE teleported into the stage at 29:10, so you can use that as a barometer to see how far Mello is behind. But it's definitely not. It's not out of striking range. He just needs a small mistake from SpeedE.
Not the pretty safe room from T here. I think he accidentally took a D-boost to the left, so he didn't want to go into the spikes, which is totally fair.
Yeah, so Mello is about 30 seconds behind.
Yeah, I think the biggest catch-up we could see is, at this point, I think, is Yellow Devil, or Wally 2 on its own.
Yeah. Yellow Devil or Wily 2. Well, I could also see something could go wrong in refights.
Yeah.
And then Wily Machine is not completely free. It's not that big of a catch-up, but...
Yeah. Alright, let's go for the worst boss in the game.
Yeah. So you want to see this guy go right. Going to the right is good RNG. Going left is bad RNG.
Yeah.
Just left.
They know exactly where the spawns are. It's always left, right, left, right. So... It's a not so great turtle, let's say. I didn't sell all of it, but it didn't look really great. We'll see how much Mello... I mean, what Mello gets here. Start with the right. Right again. Right again.
Nice.
Oh, you know what? Didn't got the best though.
Ooh.
And the left again. Pretty.
It's not too bad.
Yeah,
so SpeedE is about to go for Easy Devil, which basically is a quick kill on the Yellow Devil where he has to mash. You could probably tell me how many shots of shadow into his eye.
It's 10 you gotta get, so usually you want to get like around 6 on the first and like 4
on the second.
Yeah.
You got 2 jumps to do it in, and you're gonna have to take a lot of damage boosts inside the boss to make that happen.
Like 5-5 is also pretty good. There's 2 setups you can go for. Like the setup that SpeedE goes for here, and there's a like faster setup you can go for. Oh, he misses it!
Ooh, by 1 shot.
This could be the chance for Mello to catch up here.
If Mello catches up, actually SpeedE needs to not get hit.
Yeah, he should be alright though.
Yeah, I mean this is pretty easy, especially because he only needs 1 shot. Yeah, there you go.
Lost like 18 seconds here.
Yeah. Now Mello needs to get it in order to realize that time gain. Yeah, he's going for the same setup. That's good.
Nice.
There you go.
Easy.
So he's gonna make up some time. Easy.
Let's try. We're going to see. Okay, 2-3. You can go for 1-2 bullets here, but that's really hard. I don't think we're gonna see that here. It does save a little bit, but it's like very not significant at this point. Oh,
he got caught.
It.
That enemy is so annoying. This is like one of the most annoying enemies in the game, just because this room lagged so much. And unfortunately, he just lost a lot of the time. He just got back.
He like a good. I don't want to say 10 seconds. Oh,
yeah, not all of it.
Ooh, SpeedE missed rush.
Yeah,
rush call. Sorry.
I wonder if Oh, he's gonna do a neat little glitch here by switching to rush coil while the bullet from, or switching to top while rush jet bullet is out. Yeah.
Yeah, so the way it works is because for some reason when you shoot with rush, the game does not like reset the shots. I mean, usually you can pause if there's a weapon on screen, but for some reason here you can. So as you switch to top spin, the hit eats every frame, so it just kind of one-shot the boss.
All right, so going into refight stage, this is going to be probably the last big chance for Mello to make up ground. After that, you just have two bosses, like Wily Machine stage and then Final Wily stage. And they're both very short. All right, choosing to pick up the health, not a bad idea. Especially when you know you're in the lead. Actually, I guess I don't know that. I don't know if he's watching or not.
That's a good question. But, ooh.
Avoids, yeah, I gave him the slide pattern. That's scary because it can drain all your top.
Yeah, you actually played safe by waiting on the second jump.
Mello gets the health as well.
If he keeps going like that, he should be fine, though.
Yeah, he's on a good pace. There's still a couple bosses that could go wrong, but Mello getting the slide pattern as well.
Yeah, he also waited, which is totally fair. He actually kind of messed it up a bit. I don't know if it's his strat. We'll see how he does, Gemini.
Oh, Mello. Oh no, Mello, don't. He's stuck.
It's fair. It's only for a few seconds. I know you can actually soft lock, as we talked about it here.
Yeah.
But I'm not exactly sure how it works. Like, I've never even done it, so not sure.
I think you need to be going for like the fastest. It only happens if you go for a very aggressive kill. It's something like you kill him on the frame, you get stunned or something like that.
I'm gonna.
Mello's making up a little ground, I think, but not enough. Not enough.
Interesting kill. I'm not sure if he saved time from that, but that was interesting. You just stay there and mash, so you get like.
Yeah. So Mello's about 2 bosses behind. Man, this is tight.
Yeah, like one missed quick kill from SpeedE, and Mello can maybe catch up.
So you're gonna see him. The first phase of this boss is very simple. You just mash Snake. The second one, he's gonna fire some lag shots. Oh no, Mello. Well, I think that might about seal it, barring some.
Oh, he tried to no Snake.
Yeah.
What a man.
He almost got it.
He was 2 shots short, but he almost got it. Yeah. So the way this boss works is like both phases kind of catch up together. So if you're slow on the first half, you're gonna have trouble killing him on the second half. But usually people like fire 1 or 2 snake to just like create lag and mash the 7 shots pretty easily.
So barring some catastrophe here, he just needs to get this last quick kill. Just don't get punched.
Oops, yeah, I missed the diagonal shot here. Not major though. Just very annoying when this happens, and time.
GG.
Still, like, it should be still a really close race though. GG from SpeedE. I mean for SpeedE.
$34,704. So not like again, we talked about his PB was, let me find it again.
I do remember him having like a 35, if I'm not mistaken.
36.21.
Oh, okay. But he had a 35.
Yeah.
My bad.
So that's not too far off his PB. I mean, he's not that far from a 35. Though, you know, I guess once you get to that level, 20 seconds starts to be a bit more.
Oh, Mello.
Oh no, Mello. Yeah, wrong. I can't go to. Just don't get punched. Yeah.
He's not gonna have enough. Okay. Wait.
I don't know if he's gonna have enough. He's just gonna fire lemons.
Yeah, I think he kind of. I don't want to say panicked, but
Yeah.
He kind of like brain farted here.
Yeah.
That kind of happened. Like sometimes you just menu early, thinking you already like
Mhm.
switched. I mean, already placed rush coil, and you're like,
Yeah.
I forgot rush. Oops. And then like it kind of get messed up because you don't have enough iframes after that, so
Mhm.
it can quickly get out of hand, especially if you like miss something here. It's still pretty close race though.
Yeah, it was really good.
Hopefully
let's
we
get-
maybe see a race 3 here. Could be nice.
Yeah, we'll see if Mello can strike back.
And meanwhile, you can enjoy, guys, this music time.
Yeah.
Enjoy this banger.
All right, we got the new race channel. Runners are just taking a quick second. I get it. You got to stretch out. Like you've been sitting there for a minute.
Yeah, I mean, you sometimes want to just take a break, especially when you play the
Mm.
game with all the mash.
Oh yeah. Yeah, actually, making sure you have rest days for your hands when you're working this game like at a high level. Making sure you have rest days for your hands is very important. Make sure you stretch, warm up, all that kind of jazz. Any predictions for round number 2? Want to take a guess?
I kind of want to see a race 3.
Yeah.
I'll be sick, like another really close race.
I think Mello comes back and has a deathless run. It's my guess.
Yeah, I guess we could see both do deathless run. I think
Yeah.
SpeedE got death. No, he died in Doc's Shadow. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah. Dark Shadow.
That's like his only death, I think. So
Yeah.
he actually would have been super close to his PB if he hadn't died here.
Mm-hmm.
So actually, that would be pretty epic to see him PB here. I think he actually can.
See Mello put up a 36 and force a game 3. Not that SpeedE can't match that though.
We'll see.
Speaking of that, coming into this, I didn't look at the bracket. They are the 8 and 9 seed, actually. Mello, the 8 seed, and SpeedE is the 9 seed. So technically, this would be an upset if SpeedE pulls it out. Although, you know, like a small upset, not a huge shock, but
Yeah.
yeah.
I mean, I don't know if you actually mentioned their PB when I was not here, but
Yeah, Mello's is 35.54, so this is about 30 seconds faster.
yeah, around here.
And
So they're pretty close, especially considering this game. Like, like one death is like 20, 25 second ish, depending on where you die. Could be way more, but on average, it's like what a death is. Especially in the most common death we could see, which haven't happened kinda in Dark Gemini. Well, wait, no, I think we've seen a death on Bubble. No, I'm wrong. No, I'm wrong. We've seen E-tanks and close calls, but not deaths here.
I will say the winner of this gets the privilege of going on to playing Fast at CC in round 3. So that's going to be a stiff competition for whoever makes it through.
Yeah, especially going against Fasta,
Yeah.
Pretty rough. Hey, who knows? Maybe
you never know. You never know. Either of these guys, you know, they can put up a low 36 in a race. You know, it's not unthinkable.
Some God Gaming and some like epic choke on the other side. You never know.
So see, we've seen just how bad it can go. Like, I forget which. I think, you know, I'm not going to say who it was, but I did see a runner in a race who died, I think, twice to Parasus in either Shadow or Dark Shadow, I forget, and was like had to figure out a third backup because they used up all their magnet and then they used up all their backup weapon and died again.
You can use Buster for the parachutes, and especially in Shadow. Like I know a few people actually does that as their main strat actually. But yeah, the thing is, like, especially if you already learn Magnet first or like Gemini first. Well, maybe not Gemini first because it's actually a pretty slow route. But Magnet first, like, if you don't do the parachutes with top, like, it's not really worth it to go for it. I'd say. Because it does saves a bit of time, but not that much. Like, especially from what I've heard on runners. It's like it takes like a lot of time to actually see a gain difference from switching to magnet to top. So yeah, but both routes are like all 3 routes are actually pretty good regardless. Usually people tend to do Gemini first, like more. Like I don't want to say it's a chill route because it's still pretty difficult, but it does. Like, you don't mash as much, I'd say. You can use, like, Gemini in a lot of places. Yeah,
no, that's true. Gemini is just super strong. Kills almost everything in 1 or 2 shots.
Especially, like, the cats or users. Like, you don't have to mash them, just Gemini's it. I'm thinking, like, in, like, the top man stage and the Gemini first route. Just, like, just use Gemini everywhere. Yeah, each route have their coins and pros, pretty much. Like the main like cons with Magnet first is that Gemini came 5th, which is pretty late. So for grinding purposes, this can be pretty annoying to die here and go back and do all 4 stages again.
Yeah, you gotta get through Magnet hard top. And then you get to a stage where it's actually like, okay, I might die here. But yeah, for a beginner route. Yeah, sorry, good.
Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's like kind of the same thing with like top, because then it's just get out of Shadow, and then you have Gemini right after. So it's earlier, but it doesn't make things easier. But yeah.
Let's see. Let me check the race run. Just waiting on SpeedE, I believe.
Looks like it. Yeah, all 3 routes are pretty much viable for very good times. Like, I think the fastest Gemini first to this day, I could be wrong, but I think it's actual hold world record, like a 34:27. So, I think like Magnet first can 33.
Oh yeah,
well,
for sure.
And yeah, top first, well, top first is top first.
Yeah. I mean, seeing, you know, we're now into the 3Xs, we're almost halfway into the 33s. For sure, Magnet First could
Yeah.
or could 33. Just, you know, I think anyone playing at that level is gonna care about the few seconds, you know.
Yeah, the main problem too with Magnet First is that the boss fight is pretty heavily RNG.
Oh yeah,
boss
like you would have to reset a lot of bad magnet patterns.
Yeah, like you can lose like a lot with the boss there. Plus the fight and the stage is pretty difficult. You gotta do it normally. You need to take like 0 damage the entire stage, and only take damage from the very last like bullet. So you can actually take 4 body hits from Magnet instead of 3. Which can speed up the fight quite significantly, actually. So.
Yeah. This tune does not get old. This is such a good title screen track. Is it the same one? Does Mega Man 3 have the same song? I don't think it does it?
I actually don't know.
I'm very curious now.
I think yes.
It does? Okay.
Yeah, I think it does have the same song. I could be wrong. Maybe anyone in chat can tell us that.
I generally prefer the Rockman 3 title screen. Versus just the US one is just big words, Mega Man 3, and you don't get the cool picture of Mega Man. And actually, one reason I prefer all the JP carts is because whenever you reset on the US, you get this stupid copyright screen for a few seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's just like, I just want to start another run. Hurry up.
Yeah, I think this is like we were talking about, like the main reason we could switch to Mega Man 3 instead of Rockman 3, but just resetting faster is like so good.
Yeah. And you get, I forget what the subtitle says. I know it says Dr. Wily no something something. I can't read the katakana, sorry. Did you get a cool subtitle?
I don't know either.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I can read kanji, I can't read katakana. Alright, no, I'm sorry, backwards. I can read katakana, can't read kanji. Yo! Everyone joining from SpeedGaming 2, welcome, welcome. We're waiting on a second round between SpeedE and Mello.
So meanwhile, we can enjoy some bangers.
So round 1 was real close. For anyone just joining us, these runners are in the top. Yeah, this is a pretty competitive leaderboard. They're both in the top 50. You know, that's a leaderboard that has over 200 submissions. So top 50 is pretty not as easy as it might sound on like some other leaderboards. And this race was only a minute apart at the end. And actually, SpeedE is a slight underdog, but he pulled out the first round. So we're gonna have a real tight race here.
Yeah, hopefully maybe seeing a race 3 here. Like, I believe SpeedE was maybe even on PB pace earlier, because he died in Dark Shadow and Miss Yellow Devil too, and he was like only like 35 seconds away from his PB, so I think he will have actually maybe PB'd.
Yeah, it was pretty close.
So hopefully we can see that.
It says Rockman 3, Dr. Wily, no Saigo. So no indicates possession? Is that correct? The translator.
I have no idea. That is the. This is good. This is a good question here.
Last of the end of Dr. Wily. Is that basically what it says? Ah, okay. We figured something out. Reset the title to get to the sick intro music. Yeah, it does start off kind of quiet, doesn't it? Start like the first couple bars are kind of low key. So my favorite thing that people don't know about is you either have to like, you know, get the game files, or you can use the second controller cheat codes to do this. If you use the cheat code that freezes the game, you can listen like the full extended version of some of the songs.
Yeah, in the credits. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's very funny. You can do like a. I think it's Elo that was doing that, trying to get like the perfect transition.
Yeah.
Between the two musics. Mellow with the reset coming up. And some password. Yo.
Nice.
Nice. For those who don't know, we are for now waiting on SpeedE here. So.
The end of Dr. Wily seems like a good translation. Yeah, that's what I'm getting out of it. Which is funny because the plot, if I remember, like the deep lore that you need to read the manual that comes with the game, is that Dr. Wily and Dr. Light are working together to build this gamma robot, right?
Yeah, I think it's the plot.
Yeah, and then.
And in the end,
Dr. Wily
just ran off with Gamma or something.
Yeah, Wily sabotages him, runs off with Gamma at the end. And that's the robot he's piloting at the end of the game. One of the other little oddities is what is Proto Man's name in this game, because it's different all over the place. The text cards at the end say his name is Blues, which fits with the music theme of everyone's name, like rock, roll, blues, bass, treble. Light calls him Blues. Okay, interesting.
Mega Man's plot. Yes.
Actually, you know, I'll have to look this up. A long time, there was a lot of questioning about what Hardman, like what is Hardman? What is, and I think someone dug up some like development notes and realized that he's supposed to be machine press.
Yeah, I mean that's fair because you just get frozen. Yeah. But then you throw punches, which kind of is counterintuitive. Doesn't make much sense. Because then you get like the hard knuckle, like Imagine if you could just press the ground like hard as Mega Man. That would probably actually be like a terrible weapon, I feel like. But... Well, depends on how quick you could use it. That's
Well, I apologize for the delay. It looks like we might be having some technical problem. So then, I guess here's my question. If his name is Blues, why does it say Breakman? Why does it say Breakman? I don't understand.
I've never understood why Breakman has like also like less HP than Protofight. That's just so awkward.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, I thought I had it backwards, that's right. Usually it's 28, but in Breakman it's 24.
Yeah. Never understood why. It's I mean, it's cool because then you kill him easily. I mean, a bit easier because it's still pretty hard, but...
Password error. Oh no. Password. Wonder who got, because it's I think that's the same way in Rockman 2 as well. It's pass space word, not password.
I actually don't remember. I think it's actually not. I actually can fire up real quick. Just
password error.
But I think it's not like that. You know, it just says straight up password. But the good thing about this game is at least you don't have to press down to select the password, because that's like extremely annoying in Mega Man 2. Well, for the speedruns, obviously.
Still trying to work on the technical issues. I'm sorry, guys. I know it's a wait.
Yeah, it looks like PD is not responding right now, so we're sorry about the waiting here. Hopefully we can maybe have our second race.
Yeah, more of the title theme. Is the password theme any better? Honestly, I'm unsure.
It is good, but
There you go.
what do you prefer, guys? Are you password theme or title screen theme? Any choices?
Oh, all right. I think we are ready.
All right, finally.
All right.
Let's go.
All right. So we're finally underway. I know there's a little stream delay, so you'll have to wait for that, but the timer is running.
We're good. Finally. After like 25 minutes. Meanwhile, we got the sad face on Mello's screen. Amazing. Alright, here we go.
I'm gonna flip back to Speed's audio.
Alright, it started.
And we're off.
Alright, back to top first. So,
yeah.
For those who just joined in, this game has like 3 main routes. You can do top, magnet first, or Gemini first. This is the fastest of the 3, but probably the hardest as well. So,
yeah, it's pretty. You got to do a lot of aggressive strats to make it worth the difficulty involved in it. Otherwise, you should just do magnet first.
Yeah, usually most of the people like that just learn the game kind of just does top first just because like the top runners dot top first.
Yeah.
Not because it's the fastest. Some people just like it better because it's, well, more challenging, but yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You also have to mash those cats, which is not really easy to.
Especially because it's a jump mash, and you still have to have some control of Mega Man while you're doing it, so you can't just focus solely on the mash.
I just want to point that out, that just SpeedE went for the actual block slide in the short room, which is pretty scary, honestly, especially in the race setting.
Mello went for that scary jump at the end of the stage too, as a slight lead to show for it.
Mello's should be good. They're both good. Should get it.
Oh, Mello barely got it, but he did. He got it.
Yeah, he slid too fast, so he actually got one of the shot into my frame.
Thanks everyone who just joined for the raid. This is SpeedE versus MelloFlowz in round 3 of the Mega Man tournament. Round 2. This is going to be a tight race because these runners are both about even on skill, and they're both pretty good.
And right on to Shadow Man, which is probably the scariest stage in this route because of the last room. It's also a pretty fun stage to play. Like, it's pretty satisfying, especially the well, not those doozers though, but like doozers have like some like pretty shaky hitboxes. Almost even too, pretty close.
This room is so satisfying when you do it right. It's so frustrating when you start getting hit.
This is the kind of room, if you messed up one thing, this is like absolute disaster. Because like this game kind of is pretty badly optimized. So once you take like 1 damage, the game is gonna like a lot. So and then just kind of everything is messed up because all your muscle memory is also messed up. So.
All right, here comes Parasus. Hopefully everything goes smooth this time.
Little got the bad low spawn, so he didn't got far enough. That's like one of the rare spawns when you just like have to be super far to survive without killing it. Like here you should have like A plus B, but that's like very hard to react. It's not a hard death, but if he dies again here, this could be bad. He got the same spawn, but he reacted properly this time. As in the meanwhile, SpeedE finishes the boss. He takes the lead of that race. But it's only the beginning.
Yeah, it's only the beginning. So he ported out at about 4 minutes. Mello will probably be about 20 seconds behind.
20, 25, yeah. Yeah, coming up another very scary stage, Gemini. Like this route pretty much start with like 3 very difficult stage where like this first room is not easy at all, especially Boster only. Because you have to do like a lot of optimal mashing, because it's not only just random mashing, it's also you just have to be careful to not overmash, because it creates a lot of lag. And those penguins are also pretty annoying sometimes, as they throw eggs at random times. So sometimes they're not gonna throw eggs, and sometimes they're just gonna throw 2 eggs and throw everything up. So a really good room here from SpeedE. Here we may see a zip coming up from SpeedE side. Nope,
didn't quite get it.
So you wanna take damage as Mega Man go, like when you slide and exit the slide position, Mega Man goes a little bit for like 4 frames into the wall. And that's you wanna take damage in this window to basically just like get pushed to the right.
Ooh. Okay. All right. I wasn't sure what he would do there. He accidentally shot the tadpole that he wanted to zip off of. SpeedE's health was very low. He took that health refill. I don't blame him.
Fresh Marine, guys.
There we go. Make the call. And yeah, this screen, to make it worthwhile to go up above on this screen, you really need to do like 1-block slides and other things that are just very scary to do.
Yeah, we'll see what Metal does here. He may he probably is going to do the same thing, yeah. So he just slides in place Marine a bit after. So here's SpeedE throwed 2 Shadow Blade. It's not like some accident or whatever. He just buffered the movement to avoid like the crush or whatever it's called. Enemy to just destroy him.
SpeedE's gotta look out. There you go.
Oof.
Well, for a second, I wasn't sure if that was a double kill or not. Oof.
Yeah, they're about like a boss fight behind. Ooh, Metal missed the shot. That should be fine though. He's got back on the cycle. Yeah. Ooh, that's scary. Okay. Oof. He didn't die this time.
If you let him walk too long, he will eventually shoot a Gemini beam too. I was holding my breath.
Yeah, basically anything could have killed him.
Yeah.
Alright, we passed the 3 hard stages. Now we can chill a bit with Needle. So as it's not a very hard stage, it's still pretty tricky to do it well. Especially this coming up cannon room here.
Yeah, like even the stages where it's not like there's huge mistakes, movement still matters. In fact, movement, a player who makes a big mistake will still beat a player that has like significantly worse movement. This is probably a good time to talk about the concept of like slide time. Like, this is the first Mega Man with the slide, and just like maximizing, because obviously when you slide, you move faster. So they do a lot of things to maximize the amount of time they can spend sliding, because obviously you want to go fast in a speedrun.
Yeah, it's like twice as speed as walking, so you definitely want to slide as much as you can. You don't want to slide too much at times, as this game has like a frame rule of 8 frames that if you slide, you can't jump out of your slide for that time. So you want to be careful to not slide too late out of ledges, because that can actually kill you.
From someone who's mostly runs the later Mega Man games, that took me a while. SpeedE chose to E-tank, and I don't blame him. I think he would have died in one hit from Needle, one like head punch from Needle.
Yeah, you also got a pretty scary pattern. Still average now. Like the low jump. Yeah, high jump from Mello though. And the jump at the end. And the
no, he missed.
It should be fine, yeah.
There we go, yeah. It just did one pattern. So that's a Nadua that's named after a speedrunner who had some trouble with his Gemini laser. And yeah, it's painful because it generates a ton of lag and it bounces around the room and you can't do anything about it. You can't even actually pause the game until it's off the screen.
Yeah, the reason why it's actually laggy is because each tile of the Gemini sprite is actually an individual sprite. It's not like a full sprite, which is not really optimized.
Yeah, that was part of me wonders like, what were they thinking when they put that in? Like, just the I guess the effect of like the laser bouncing off the wall and like reflecting was so important. They didn't want to compromise that.
Yeah, it's probably a way to also make the bouncing physics of the laser easier to handle, I guess.
This was the first like big budget Mega Man game actually. They from my understanding, they didn't want to make Mega Man 2. But the team at Capcom decided they wanted to make it, so they like worked on it in their free time and stuff.
So,
and then it sold over 1 million copies.
Yeah. We're skipping the big snakes here. They're supposed to be mini bosses. There's like normally you're supposed to kill them, but you can actually just go over them with Rush Jet, just like we've seen here from SpeedE here. This is very trivial to do. There's like a faster way of doing it by doing a zip, but that's like pretty difficult. So.
Oh no!
Dies. This is actually like they're almost tied now.
Yeah, Mello has a very slight lead.
Has to be careful. Yeah. Okay. Nice. It's not a big death, but that's enough to bring Mello the lead. It's still pretty short though. It's like 10 seconds, even less than that.
I think that's exactly what you were talking about. That 8-second rule. Because he tried to do a 1-block slide there, or sorry, 8-frame rule, where he probably hit jump again too early, and because you don't get a jump, so you just slide off the block.
Yeah, it's a pretty common mistake, especially in Gemini with the block room. Alright, so they're both on Snake now. So Snake has 3 different patterns. He can either jump in the middle, jump on the right side, or not jump at all. So SpeedE got the worst pattern when he basically just jumped at the right, and Middle got the second best with the middle one. But the time between is not really that important.
Yeah.
It's like a very tight race right now. This could come down to the execution of that stage, because even though it's not that hard of a stage, it's like there's a lot of like tiny strat that can be optimized to save like a few seconds.
Oh yeah, they do slightly different strats in this stage too. You're gonna see SpeedE go for Buster.
Yeah, technically the Buster is faster because you don't menu, but Shadowblade is more like a way to make this proto fight way easier. See, you just got the quick kill without too much effort, thanks to the Shadowblade. So if your mesh is a bit like a bit slow, you can do that strat.
Oh no. Okay.
Yeah, that room is very annoying. It's so hard to get it correctly.
You get so much lag too if you mess it up.
It's also really hard to actually kill that last guy, and that's highball on the top. The optimal strat is like you wanna just like wait a little bit, it's just jump and mash 3 shots, but that's like really difficult to do that. Most of the people will just jump an extra, just jump once and then jump again. Right, they're about like a screen apart. It's very close.
Yeah. See what pattern they get. I'm surprised neither of them go for the little thing where you kill that guy instead of damage boosting. Good pattern for Mello.
And bad from SpeedE.
Bad pattern. Only like small little difference.
Yeah.
Okay, this is neck and neck.
Pretty close. And it's only the beginning, guys. Like, this is not the hard part yet.
Yeah.
Right, time for hard, man. So again, hard is not like that hard as it may sound of a stage, but it's just so complicated to just do it well, and especially like the monkey section with all the mash, and there's also the probably the roughest proto fight of all 3.
Yeah.
Because we're gonna see that later, but it's the only one that doesn't have flat ground if you don't count break, but break is different.
Yeah. Actually, I would say this is harder than break, probably.
Yeah, it probably is.
Mello. Again, not quite getting that mash. Usually I see people shoot that first monkey on the way down if they're doing the mash. I noticed Mello isn't doing that.
Yeah, it's a pretty tough one. At least he backed it up pretty well. Oh, he missed the coil though. Fortunate.
Yeah. So all it takes to activate coil in this game is like a tiny little tap. And sometimes he might have done it too light and just missed rush entirely.
We're seeing different strats here, by the way. So Mello used a strat. You can actually despawn rush by pressing start as you slide. So you can use it multiple times here, and also use Shadowblade on this fight, which makes it a bit easier. It's actually faster, I believe, if you're really good. But you can see how like easily you kill them. So it's actually faster and a bit easier. But it's only if you do well. You also have to do the thing with rush is you can only shoot 2 buster instead of 3.
Yeah.
This makes the doozer section significantly harder to do well. And there's like some very tight communication. So I think
SpeedE was lower on health, yeah.
I think no, he was not fine. You need 14 HP to make this fight. Because you wanna take the 6th hit, then to just cancel, then you get the 6th other.
It looks like 12 to me, I'd say, yeah.
Alright, already on to the last stage. To the last A-Robot stage.
So this was not a clean stage in their last run, so we'll see how it goes. Are they gonna... Same strats? Are they gonna play it safe?
There's not much different strats in Spire. It's pretty much just go with your magnets. Like, depending on how many drops you get, you can change your strats in between, like, or the time you switch to Shadowblade. So Mello played a bit safer this time because he died earlier here.
Yeah.
Like, normally you can make that jump, but if you jump like a bit early, you actually die. So. Oh, SpeedE missed the doozer. So as we said earlier, the doozers are like pretty dumb with their hitbox. So sometimes even though you shoot them right into the face, the shot is just gonna tank. And, yeah.
And usually Magnet is better there. Magnet is a little more forgiving on the hitbox.
It's also faster to kill that user. There's safer strat just to like deboost into him and whatever, but killing him is actually faster. But if you miss him, it's actually slower.
Mello, very few slides there. I don't blame him after, don't want to take a death.
Yeah, the slides here doesn't even save that many time anyway. So it's fair. And SpeedGaming the worst pattern again.
Yeah.
Okay. The slide still not so great of a pattern.
Yeah.
Plus he didn't make it to the top platform, so
Yeah. Yeah, again, you want to, on those platforms, on those stages where there's like something on the center you have to climb to, you really want to finish the boss while you're standing on top, or otherwise Mega Man does a very slow jump up there. It's like he waltz up. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just about to say they're like still really close, like 6 seconds ahead.
So that was 1819 for Mello on stage slots, 1824 for SpeedE. So only 5 seconds difference here.
Like Mello got like a 1759 teleport, where SpeedE got a 1809, and unfortunately Mello takes the classic Dog Gemini death.
Well, unfortunately, yeah, that's not that bad. But that is going to put SpeedE back in the lead.
It's a very annoying room. Like it's so easy. I mean, it's very easy to die. Like you miss a slide, or like, especially the short drops are like extremely dangerous.
Yeah. All right, gets through clean on the second try. Fortunately, he hadn't made it that far in the room, and he hadn't actually used any magnet, so he was fine. Dying at the end of that room is very different. Oh, he gets knocked down.
SpeedE had like a really good strat at the start. Like he actually mashed all the 3 tadpole on the way down, which is extremely difficult to do. But then he unfortunately kind of missed the 3 tadpoles. Like the way this works is you have like 3 tadpoles. The game can only have 3 tadpoles on the screen. So the plan is like to have.
Jeez, Speed.
Okay, it's fine.
Yeah. That's a little bit scary when you see Flashman standing on top of you, because he will just walk around on top of you and freeze you in place, and you're really at his mercy.
So Mello catched up here. Wait, just to finish on the tadpoles, you only have 3s on the screen too, and then they don't spawn at all, so that's how you do the thing. Mello with the extra fish? Okay, that's fine. So SpeedE is a bit low, so I bet he's going to tank. So
yeah, he did
a bit of time to Mello. He's going for a drop. Oh, I think
he has an E-tank. I guess he decided he was going to try and farm for drops instead.
Yeah, but that cost him the lead though.
Yeah. I mean, using the E-tank would have either way, but he used it anyways.
Yeah, it's probably not a very smart play to farm drops, honestly, because this game doesn't have that high of a drop rate, I'd say. At least not compared to Mega Man 2 normal, for example.
Yeah.
Or just Mega Man 2 on its own. I didn't say what pattern Mel got, but it seems pretty good.
You want less bubbles, right? I think one bubble is good. It's one of the few similarities. Because of the lag. Let's see, music skip. He gets it. Okay. Turns off the music. Oh, I was weird. Yep.
I don't know if SpeedE got it.
Yes, he got it.
So the music despawn like saves about 2 to 2.5 seconds. Like it happens because you trigger a def as you start a screen transition. Like in actual. Like other Mega Man games with slides, you just die when this happens. But currently not in this game, though. So the lead keeps bouncing around.
Yeah, and it's still not that far. Like that was only on the second or third screen of the stage or whatever.
Yeah, he probably lost like 10 seconds, maybe a bit more. And the thing is, SpeedE could be on a bad position here because he doesn't have an E-tank since he used it on Dog Gemini.
Oh yeah, and this is a stage. Usually you take a lot of damage. Again, he took a little bit safe there, intentionally taking a damage boost. Oh, I was a little worried he was gonna not get him on that cycle.
Melo almost got the fast fight. Like the plan is, if you want to go fast with this fight, you want to get 5 shots and not take the damage from the body, because the body deals like 1 million of damage. So there you go. We got the classic no drop. Probably the same for Melo here. Yep, you gotta take the D boost from the frog. So this is like really close, like less than 10 seconds.
Yeah. Going into the boss fight, it's only like 5 seconds. Yep. See if we can get double hits here.
Nice.
SpeedE gets one.
Nope.
Melo does not.
No, it's not.
Oh, he had another. So as long as you get one double hit, it's fine. But if you don't get it on the 3rd hit, then you're not going to get one.
Yeah, there's also the way he charge at you. He can only charge at you every 30, 60, or 90 frames. It's basically the same as like Mega Man 2, but
yeah,
it doesn't matter as much in this game. It still matters, but if you get a 30 at the start, it's actually pretty difficult to get a double hit.
Yeah, it's it doesn't matter as much because you're only getting 3 charges total. So like even if you get the difference between the best and worst pattern is 4 seconds, you know. That missile.
Yeah, we're gonna see different strats here. So Melo does the slightly faster strat. When you deboost
almost got caught. Yeah, because he didn't summon. I think you're supposed to summon Rush like right before you get hit there.
Yeah, that's the fastest probably.
All right, let's see what Airman has in store.
Not so great.
Interesting. SpeedE had already switched to Spark. Interesting. Usually you see people wait. That was pretty fast though.
Yeah, it's a slightly harder strat to do what Melo did. Okay, he's fine. That was really close. He took damage from air too early, but yeah, what you want to do on the fight is like you switch to fire 2 Buster Shot, then switch to Spark, because then the shots just kind of not teleports, but they just advance by 20 frames to escape the tornado, and they also take the property of Spark. Here again, just like Snake, we just jump to avoid lag, and also we despawn dragonflies. Not a very interesting room, honestly, but we just have to deal with it.
Yeah, I mean this room is mostly about slide chaining, to be honest. Yeah. And then probably the easy stock robot coming up. SpeedE choosing to avoid the health so he doesn't waste how many frames it is. 16 frames, something like that.
Yeah, hopefully he gets a better fight than he did earlier.
Melo tried to jump over it.
He missed 1 shot.
Okay. Not super clean, but he got it done.
Yeah, we'll see how Melo does it. Oh, we got the bad pattern now.
Yeah. Not too bad though. Probably made up a little bit of time there.
Yeah, so when he jumps high to the left side, it's actually pretty tricky to get the 2nd shot in, so there's a way to do it, but it's pretty difficult. It's not that difficult, you just have to know how to do it. And when you don't know it, it's just not something you can actually improvise quickly.
So, Doc Spark here, again, this can be a scary stage. It's not that bad, not bad as some of the other ones we've seen.
Yeah, the stage on its own is pretty easy. The only really, if you go for a few stuff, like music despawn in the 2nd half.
Yeah.
It could be a little bit tricky, but the actual hard, not really hard, but scary part is quick at the very end.
Yeah. One thing we didn't mention is these guys are all doing the dock robots in the same order, but you actually don't have to. You may see runners doing it differently, and there's nothing wrong with that. Did not go for music despawn. I don't blame them. There's nothing wrong with doing them in a different order. Because you don't get any weapons or anything from doing these stages, it really doesn't matter what order you do them in. Most people choose to do the one they hate the most first, so that way if they need to reset, at least they reset earlier.
Yeah, that's the initial plan, but I think like most people just like pretty much. Oh no, SpeedE gets the Baron drop.
No, the Baron drop.
I think it didn't matter because he actually messed up the magnets chaining, so he kind of got stuck on the block.
Gotcha.
So he slid too late. So I think either way he would have probably died. I think, unfortunately.
All right, Melo's going into quick man now with the lead.
The lead bounced back again. This could go back to SpeedE if Melo dies. Uh-oh. That is not a good start.
Alright, yeah, take damage of the boomerangs, not on Doc Quick.
Oh, no! Oh. He could have died right there. Like,
yeah, that was very close.
Maybe like a pixel, no, a few pixel off. Like,
and the scary thing is that Melo has an E-Tank, but you actually can't pause while you have a weapon on the screen. So if one of your snakes is just like crawling on a wall somewhere, you can't pause to use your E-Tank. Decent break, man.
Yeah, usually you want to make sure to get hit by his boomerang, because his boomerang just deal like literally no damage almost. But the body, though, just destroy you. I think it's 8 HP or something. It's pretty mad. Like, you can, like, the way this fight works, you want to react to the pattern. That's why you menu in the fight and not before.
Yeah, like, that way you get to see the pattern real quick, and then, like, while you're menuing, you can process it and figure out what you need to do.
Yeah. Alright, still not over, though.
Yeah. Wily 1 is, well, there's one screen here, but if you get through the penguin screen, the rest of the stage is pretty uneventful.
It could be a pretty scary screen.
Like, okay, I was a little worried there, because you want to get knocked deboost backwards onto the spike, so he didn't quite fall down, but he got through it anyways. Yeah, and Speed failed it entirely, so he just went for an easier strat, which is the correct call, I think.
I think he did the same earlier, so I'm kind of wondering if it's not his actual main strat.
Oh, maybe, yeah, maybe that's just what he does.
Which is fair. It's like, it could be scary because this room is very annoying. It's like the actual only annoying room if you play safe. Like, there is like some, like, tiny optimization strat you can do in the stage to make it a bit more optimized. But it's like pretty hard.
All right. Right is good RNG. Left is bad. Left. Started off going to the right.
The worst.
Left.
So the way it works is, like, it's kind of like Heatman. So he can drop his turtle every, I think it's 50, 100, 150, and 200 frames. 200 frames, not 200. So this is like the most RNG boss fight in the entire game. It's like not a game that's, it's not really that RNG heavy of a game, which is pretty cool.
So for those of you just joining us, if you didn't see last time, Easy Devil, we're going to try and get 10 hits with a Shadow Blade in on the Yellow Devil. Oh, not the bees!
Oh no!
No! Okay, yeah, he should have just stopped and killed the bees. Oh no.
That is a very nasty death. So this level doesn't have any checkpoints, so if you die, you just go back to the beginning. And SpeedE also messed up the bees here.
Yeah.
So you have to kill them. Should be alright though, hopefully. So the lead bounced back again. They're still not too far behind, especially if SpeedE messed up the Yellow Devil quick kill,
which he did in the first race. I don't know if he practiced it in the downtime. So you got 2 jumps, and you got to get 10 hits in. We're going to take a damage boost to set it up. Here we go.
Looks good.
That's pretty good. Yep.
Easy. We'll see how Melo does.
Yeah. If you get 6 hits in on the first jump, it's pretty free at that point. You just need to get 4 hits on the second one.
He got 7 here. It was
7? Wow. Melo. Okay, you got it.
Yeah, Melo got 5 here, so that was a bit scary.
Yeah. So at this point for SpeedE, like, really the only scary things left are Wily Machine and refights. This stage isn't all that scary, I don't think.
No, I mean, they're not going for any crazy strat, I think, so this
Yeah.
should be... Unless, like, he mess up the rush coil here and dies on the spikes. But even so, it's like, it's not gonna change the lead that much. Which he almost did last time, so... But yeah, he nailed it here, so... He's good.
Yeah. Using the glitch here to defeat the boss with 1 shot. There you go.
Like, just the quick explanation again.
Yeah.
The game does not check if when you shoot with rush, the game doesn't check if there's a shots on screen, so you can menu back to top and the shot takes the property of top spin, and you basically touch the enemy for... It takes damage for each frame, so it just destroy the boss.
Mm-hmm. And SpeedE's showing like impressive mashing. Those guys are not easy to mash down.
Yeah, that's actually an actual... it's an actual safer play, because you can go under them. Maybe Melo's gonna get it? No, he's not. You can go under this guy and just drop off the ladder right away, which is the fastest. But if you miss, you take a bit more damage.
Alright, Melo's starting refights, about a boss behind.
There, you take the health drop considering he...
Yeah. So I don't know if Melo's watching, but if I'm him, I mean, at this point you just need to play aggressive, because you don't want to wait and find out, you know, you don't want to play safe and then find out that, oh, I think he's still good. He's only got 2 top spin left.
Yeah, as long as you have 1 take, you're fine.
Okay.
So SpeedE takes a lot of health though. Oh no, Melo.
Yeah.
That's
Fortunately,
2
his shot tanked, and he's gonna have to wait a few seconds there. That happens if you finish Top Man with the hard knuckle, and it doesn't get to travel at all. You just like shoot it directly into him. For some reason, you get frozen there.
Yeah, though Melo catches up a little bit because SpeedE kind of plays a bit safer and like a bit of slop left and right to take health drop. So. Oh no! Okay, it's fine.
Oh.
That was the good pattern actually, but not properly. Okay, nice fight from Melo.
Melo, very nice, finishing him on the teleporter.
Oh, okay, he's fine. Taking the health, just why not? Oh no, Melo messed up. Okay. Oof. Yeah,
fortunately, I had enough health to take the damage boost. That would have been very bad. So it's SpeedE's game to win, so long as he executes at this point. There's nothing else really like RNG or, you know, just need to execute.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Just need to get 2 quick kills.
Even if he missed one of the quick kills, honestly, I think he's still good. Like, you know, like unless there's like a major messed up on Gamma or something. Oh,
surprised he still went for that. He almost got it. Yeah.
I think he was 1 or 2 shots away. I think he was 1 shot away. Could be wrong. I didn't saw exactly.
Yeah, it was 1 or 2. It definitely wasn't more than 2.
We'll see Melo gets it here, hopefully. Ooh,
it's
that
like
first...
snakes.
Okay, good.
There you go.
It felt like the first snake was a bit early.
Yeah, I mean it was, but I guess one is enough for Mello.
It's mostly because he threw it on the left side. Because the fastest strat is to throw it on the right. I mean, it's not the fastest strat, but the fastest strat is to throw it on the right.
And SpeedE just needs to rush coil and then top into Wily.
Boom.
And good game.
GG.
SpeedE takes it.
Yeah, very close race. We'll see Mello finishing here quickly. Yo, he messed it up. You have to go to the top. Not sure what he's waiting for. Oh, he wants to swag now that he knows he's lost.
Yeah.
Guess we're just waiting here. How are we gonna kill him, guys? I don't know. What's happening?
Yeah.
Alright.
There you go.
GG. That was a really close race, probably like, let's say 10 seconds of each other. That was a very nice race. Like the lead kept bouncing around left and right. Pretty fun race. I'm still surprised by SpeedE's time because he got like a 37:24, which is only a minute of his PB.
Yeah.
Considering all the mishaps that happened, he can definitely like PB on one of his race. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see a good PB from him soon. Asking them if they want an interview.
So you said like the next, so that means SpeedE is going to go against Fast now next time.
Yep.
That's gonna be some kind of a race.
Mello has to sleep, so we will not be hearing from Mello. Give it a couple seconds.
But yeah, so if you guys are wondering, there's actually a race, like tomorrow actually.
Yeah, there's another one tomorrow that I think is pretty good.
It's like Pre-CD versus Mad Mega. It's gonna be at I think 6 p.m. EST, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so, and that's the only one out that's scheduled for now, I think.
Yeah, so
but
there's more coming up. So
yeah, and looking at the bracket, I mean, we got some pretty intense races coming up, especially in the winners bracket. Wow, it's gonna be intense. Yeah, Facet CDC versus SpeedE Runner. We got Colonel Fatso versus Green Marrow. Becco versus Casio is going to be one to watch real closely, I think. That's going to be intense. That's the 3 and 6 seeds. And Mello is going to... So there is a loser's bracket in this tournament. So Mello's going to go up agained Tubes X next. Who I think has been in chat by Tubes.
Yeah, this is going to be interesting. Because I think... Well, just seeing those races here, we might see another cool races coming up.
Yeah. All right. I haven't heard back from SpeedE, so I believe that's going to do it.
Yeah, I asked him just to make sure in the race time room because we had issues earlier. So.
All right. Well, thanks for joining us, everyone. I appreciate you guys coming out today for Mega Man 3. Anything you want to say, Earl, on the way out?
Well, I'll see you guys tomorrow for the next race.
Yeah. Do it all again.
I'm not sure if I'm gonna commentate it, but I'll try.
Okay. I probably will not be, but you have fun. I'll have my popcorn.
Okay, so SpeedE says that he's not going to do interviews, so yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
So,
all right. Have a good night, guys. See you all tomorrow. We got a lot of good races coming up. I'm hyped.